So I'm just sitting outside in the car. I ate half of it in the car. I got a problem with my boyfriend got in a fight with his friend LeVar because that person LeVar kind of looked like that sketch from that crime show that I was watching the other day. And then it kind of made me put two and two together. But I don't remember if that fight happened. No, I think it was freshman year. But all right. So I'm wondering if somebody's trying to tell me like when me and my boyfriend was at the store and his friend came up to him, was mad at him about doing something. I don't know. It was about some computers or something. I don't know. And we was walking in the store and his hands was in his pocket, and then he like grabbed him or something like this, and he fell to the ground, bumped his head, and it was bleeding. And girl, because these motherfuckers, I was listening to some show about some girl named Tiffany, and I'm like, why the fuck did they put my life? Why did they put my lifeline in there with this girl named Tiffany that got killed at her house, and the boyfriend name was Derek? I'm like, what the fuck? I see. So they're doing like a mashup of something, or try to say somebody passed away or whatever this is. This shit is super de duper weird. Okay. But the reason why it ties in because all these people look familiar to me. All these people look familiar to me that be in these crime stories. It's almost like they was trying to kill me, but they wasn't killing me or something like this. I don't know. It's so strange. At 14, because that's what I'm saying. Did somebody's dad do something to somebody's girlfriend at 14? Maybe like before the son even got to be with the person. Like I said, did these people already have clones or doppelgangers? Like, this shit is getting crazier. But I was wondering about when he fell and hit his head, because we went back to his house and I was helping him take care of it or whatever. I don't think he went to the hospital. But if he didn't go to the hospital, what could have happened? Right? Because me and that boy ended up fighting after he fell down to the ground. I started fighting the guy, and then he ran. And then when we went to school the next day, I was telling him, I got something for your ass or something like this after school or something like this. And then he left and he went to like Alabama, Arkansas. I don't know, some place start with an A. And he ended up just moving. He just left. Right? I'm just confused. Did somebody leave? Like I said, because if this is a strange town or a Stranger Things town, did the boyfriend pass away, and then they just put a clone instead of him? Did the boyfriend run away with this boy? I don't know. I'm just getting strange things here. I'm getting strange things. Page of Swords energy in reverse. This could be a younger version of a masculine or something like this. I don't know. Maybe this person ain't dead no more. Or this is about digging yourself out of like a fake death so that you can live, so you can be connected to something. I'm just confused. But I feel like justice is coming here. Because what if that's what they did? That's why he changed a little bit throughout the time. And then they could have been doing the same kind of crimes to me, and I changed over the time. But I was thinking about when Jesus came back and he was talking to all the old friends and family, and then they said, "Oh Jesus, why you coming talking to us and you not going talking to the world card? I mean, why you not going talking to the world?" And then they were saying something else, and it was like he wanted to be stealth or whatever. But I'm thinking like, what the hell? Like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. If somebody wanted to be Jesus, because I just heard the song When Jesus Says, but I'm thinking, who's Jesus? That's not Jesus. I think that Jesus, this Lazarus or this fake Jesus, maybe didn't want to go and tell the world card, say I'm the world card. And all these people knew that that boy died because these are demons and I'm not. This is we just thinking. We just thinking now. Now, All them is demons, so they know what happened and I don't. Whatever they brought back. You see? And then, in the Bible, it says those who rock with the cross, and then those who walk, who deal with, they try to pit like the cross and the world against each other later on in the Bible. Like those, but then they say all of these that conspire against the cross and the world are antichrist, basically. So all those that was conspiring against both of them. So maybe that was a way to separate me and this person. You know, I'm just thinking, right? And whatever they brought back, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell this person, but then now this person becomes me amongst the family and the friends. Now this person becomes Jesus or something, or somebody that's a saving grace, giving them money, giving them opportunities, and all of these people are stalking me with cameras in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I mean, this is what I'm picking up on, something like this. I don't know. And then that, like, what does that do? So it's not a conspiracy because several times they try to make the world out to be the thing to go against, but at the same time, the world card is Jesus. There's no difference between baby Jesus and the bassinet and the world card in her wreath. There's no difference. It's the same thing. Only a bassinet would have been made out of some kind of leaves, some dried leaves, or it would have been made out of some kind of dried wheat sticks or something. It would have been made out of probably something like that back then. And the world card has leaves around her. But I told you, like, even pagan or Christian practices is to burn that wreath every now and then, or every season they supposed to burn that wreath. So it kind of like, it's like that dies off and come back. But what if somebody put a ring of demons around someone and these people don't die, or they just feeding off of Jesus while Jesus is floating around in there not knowing nothing but, like, while I would have been not thinking about nothing but just, home life, maybe checking out the news, seeing what's going on in the government. But these people really know what's going on in the government because, or in the kingdom, because they've been keeping somebody's third eye blocked. They binded someone, did a witchcraft ritual, so they can use Jesus' body however they want to heal as many people as they want, whenever they want, even if they didn't repent from their sins. And now they all standing in the front line telling me, beg for this, repent for your sins. I don't jot down tragedies, I jot down sins, but killing is a sin. You get what I'm saying? Somebody that get left at the altar, but the marriage, they didn't know that they got left at the altar, and but they were still attached to the marriage, but they know that something is missing, and this person is a king or a god. Cheating is not a sin. It's selling your royal oats. If somebody is a fountain and God made them to do something like that, heal people or something with their touch, a hug, kiss, love, whatever this is, sex, whatever somebody touch turns to gold. At least they ain't gonna be more than gold. They're not gonna be like wisdom. They're not gonna be more precious than gold, but they'll be at least gold or silver. Then that's somebody's job on this earth. It bypass whatever you're doing. So that's why I don't understand what these people trying to prove. You see what I'm saying? Whether I knew that at the time or not, it's a saving grace because I know the shit now. So you get what I'm saying? We got the Page of Swords in the reverse. Because again, like we talk about these things about the adultery. Adultery has something to do with also like signing deals behind your husband's or wife's back that could be life altering. Signing deals with the music industry so that your children and your wife, and without your children or wife knowing, so that they could be put in this weird predicament one day. Things like this. So anyways, we got this person here. And then we got a dark magician here. So maybe this is who this is. They back, or somebody like this or whatever. And then we got dark magician here. But this could be something to get justice about a situation. All right, somebody could have a child with someone. or something like this. We got the Emperor in reverse, or maybe like with child or something. This is not an Emperor, or maybe somebody came back as a girl this time and they had a child, so somebody is trying to say that they're not an Emperor. I don't know what that is. Or somebody was with child. Because I wonder if something happened like an immaculate conception or something like this. I wonder if something like that could have happened. Queen of Swords energy in reverse. Some type of vampiric energy here. This could be, like I said, a splice. It's weighing heavily on the mother side of the family today. Because how many of our mothers grew up in the same type of conditions and always wonder why they were different or something like this, and wish they could have used their gifts or something like this, and then here you come along using yours. That could cause a little bit of jealousy or something like this. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of like, it's like somebody's, for these generations, we've been fighting against the same thing, and it wasn't supposed to be each other. You know, it's something like that. Like, if you knew, you would not be standing next to your family. You know, because families could be the ones that were swapping these babies out and stuff like this too. So, you know, this shit is wild, because I said it's always been a dark, shadowy presence behind. Like I said, making false claims. They switch out your babies and then they do DNA tests and say, oh, this woman is having a baby. It's not theirs or something. It's some weird thing like this. It's something that you will not, I don't know. Think about, if you think about any time that you dated a guy, slept with a guy, you know, trick off with a guy, whatever, kick it with a guy, or slept with a guy or something like this. Right behind that, these people were producing seed from you and that person, whether you wanted to be with this person or not. Whether you wanted a baby with this person or not. Like, say that. Every girl that you done slept with, there's a baby somewhere in the world of you and that person because you slept with them. Whether they show up pregnant or not. It's almost like this is what somebody was doing, producing seed. Or like I told you, these are like aliens or something. They know when one of their aliens gets somebody pregnant. They just get the seed out. Like, how many times have you been with a dude and, you know, y'all was together for a year, y'all never had a kid? You thought you never got pregnant by this person. Y'all broke up, go your separate ways. But the whole time you was with that person for the year, it wasn't really about love. This was like a contract or something that somebody had to feel. And you was getting pregnant by this person. It's just these things, were these creatures, these aliens, or these leaders, or whatever this is, they were taking these seed. And eventually, after they got everything that they needed, they would just, what, kill you. Or just leave you in the dust. Or it's almost like we in the world now where no matter if you stand around here walking, there's classifying. No matter if God said nobody's going to be dead, they're classifying people who's living and dead. Who matters when they make a plea, especially to the higher courts, right? Who matters when they, not when you just call the police because somebody came and hit you in your face in your yard or something like this. We talking about other matters. See, because the devil had, I'm looking at this 300 right here. The devil had a short time. You know, so it's like, it's going to matter because they try to cover up a lot of us right now and just put us in some cement or put us in the dust or something like this. So they got tired of us maybe making a plea or something like this. And I told you, if people talking about prayer right now, I'm not doing it because I know what they created. They created something, a brain or something like this, to make people think that they communicating with God, but you basically asking the devil for gifts or something, or a dark energy, and then you're going to owe this energy. That's just a look. So when they say, oh, don't worry, you know, I'm the Lord or whatever, I have equipped you for battle or something like this. Or it's like, oh, don't worry, just know that I am God or something like this. And people are like, yeah, right. But it could be a time where there is silence. Nothing is about to be going on. The people about to reap the benefits of what they gave out over the past 3 years when they all got fooled by the devil to go against the world card. We could be at a season like that. We got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's child, a young girl, could be passed away. Or this young girl could be in reverse. Somebody could have let one of your children, one of your young children, reign in your steed in some type of location. And after they was done, this person was getting off on, you know, hurting their mother or father. And then eventually That's the reason why somebody said, oh, but you remember I tricked you. You went against your mother and father. Now you got to die. You know, it's some shit like this, y'all. Yeah, a father. Yeah, this is a father and a daughter. So this could be a Taurus energy. This Taurus and this child could be in the reverse. Along with a King of Pentacles. This could be somebody. I'm starting to look at the King of Pentacles. Well, I'm going to look at it this way in this one. The King of Pentacles is somebody that had like fortune and fame. That's not going to have it no more. You know, the King of Pentacles can be somebody that does work in the vineyard or in the something like this, right? But it could also be somebody that got a lot of money. Somebody could be losing that here. Or they could have lost it and they might be right back in their right mind now. Since they lost it. So I was thinking, Pot, this one girl named Pot used to hang around them Fane girls. And I was just watching a little clip of some of the girls. I guess these are girls from that Dancing Dolls or whatever TV show. That DMX, I think it's DMX girlfriend had that show. And because DMX looked like a kind of brown skinned version of my spouse at some point in time in the game. So I was just wondering, when I seen them girls in that show, it was showing them now and it was showing them like 10 years ago. And I'm like, wait a minute, that girl looked like such and such. This girl looked like, and this looked like my little sister Evelyn. For real. And so that could be little Evelyn. Maybe that's what that is. And she could have had this baby with a Fitzgerald. So again, that could be something here too, because Mr. Fitzgerald lived like 3 houses down from my grandma. You know, I think he lived there. I don't know if it's the whole time since she lived there, but you know, there's something about, I told you, the Fitzgerald bloodline having some kind of cleaving energy when it comes to my bloodline, because even back in the day, it was like a picture that I was looking at, like some people in the family, but then I looked in so it could be like in your family, if they look at you as a lowly family, back in the day, like when my grandfather and them was growing up, if they write something in the newspaper, it could be about my family, but they will put a Fitzgerald or somebody that's spliced with a Fitzgerald as the picture, so that when we go back in time and we look at things like news articles or something, that's not the person. This is a family that wanted to take over another, that wanted to consume another family line. Because I know that they didn't just bring my grandfather, because my grandfather, I would say, I would say that people in my family kind of look like that Fitzgerald dude, but I know they didn't bring my grandfather back alive and put him 3 houses down from my grandma. That would be strange. And he don't look like him that much. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather still has a more different features. So this is really about a lot of fucking splicing, y'all. 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like some of these people are in charge of things now. Like something was under the grace of like a certain family, a certain bloodline had like cloning facilities, all these things to keep something, you know, they were trusted with this skill to be fair to people or whatever like this, if they're going to be playing with this stuff, dabbling with this or whatever like this. But I feel like these men in the family started dating women that enticed them or something like this to give them positions here, and there. And then these men found themselves dead, and then now the kingdom is broken down, and these people that's not supposed to deal with this stuff, because they will just go over the top and start killing your family and replenishing theirs and doing all this weird shit. It's something like this, man. It's something that these people can't have. They cannot have this. 10 of Pentacles here. It's something about the takedown of an empire. They feel like they won, but I know that it's been kind of really nerve-wracking. And I feel like somebody that helped them win is somebody that feel like they're about to trap me in a relationship or some shit like this. And it's like, motherfucker, you gonna burn with them. I don't like that feeling. It's not even off of something like, I just hate that person, because they really, once you feel like a hate crime been this big against you and you know that you don't deserve it, you can't feel the way that they want you to feel about it. So it's a weird feeling. It's just a weird feeling to have, because you can't feel that way about it, because you know you didn't deserve it. you know this shit is on another caliber, another scale, right? So, and it really wasn't nothing that you could do about it. So the only thing you can do is count on God for whatever is about to happen next. That's the only thing you can do. So it's just making me think. Because say for instance, when my boyfriend, if his best friend was a Fitzgerald and I'm a Bruton, where do you stand? Because if we look at the royal coat of arms, we're gonna keep on going back to it. You got the lion with the comb holding up the symbol that's on the Coleman's coat of arms, and then you got the unicorn holding up the symbol of the Fitzgerald or the St. Andrews. I think it's Stackhouse, Fitzgerald's, a couple of these different names that was local in our area. They have the St. Andrews flag. I mean, or cross. So on top, and it's a grandfather energy that was